Now, is there volume now if you're still listening? Okay, we're live. Is there volume now, folks? Did that correct it? I'm so sorry.
3, 2, 1.
Ah, you know what? I know there's volume now because I can hear it on Grizel's phone. I don't know what I did. I sincerely apologize for that, folks. So, I guess we'll start from the top, okay?
Yeah.
So-
Take 2, guys.
Yeah, take 2 or 4, who knows? So, I'm the Colonel from the Colonels Chronicles, and this is the Colonels Chronicles, or Doug if you want to call me Doug, that's fine. And this is the lovely Grizel.
From Crisel and Crisel Dog's Blood, guys.
Yeah, and we may change these names up. I don't know, but we're growing her channel too. And give me a. If you're hearing us now, say something in the chat for me. I'd appreciate it. I apologize for why. I don't know why the volume wasn't there. But his dogs ain't happy about something.
Yeah.
Sweetheart, can you do me a favor? Can you turn the light on outside and see? Maybe shut that door. We can cut down some of the dog noise. Apologize for all the dog noise. No, the other one, the bottom one. There we go. And
This?
huh? Yeah, shut it. Maybe the dog won't
Because
be.
it's also a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know that. Sorry about the dogs, folks. There's somebody out there that she doesn't like, and that's our street dog. There's still 2 of them left. The other one's got poisoned. Unfortunately, it was very sad when that happened. But anyway, you know, this is a day removed from last evening or yesterday, the debacle with the suitcase, and you know, I screwed up, and we left it on there.
And how many times?
Tom and Edna are in the house.
We're there in Series Bus Terminal, guys, like 2 hours, right? 2 hours?
Yeah.
More than that, guys, because we go with the other people, a lot of security guard. We go there. And then
Yeah. Well, okay.
They will pass.
Now, Crizel Doug's vlog, she put a video about everything that we
No,
went through.
it's your channel.
Oh, is it on my channel?
Yeah.
See, I'm confused about that too. I hope I'm not getting Alzheimer's, folks. So, you know what? You're right. Okay, my last long form, we posted a video. Crizel did the video, to be honest.
Yeah,
And we just posted it on my channel, and you can see about what happened. But what a nightmare! And you know, we watched that girl. You know, she got off the bus. We had already gotten off the bus, and I had to go to the CR. I forgot about my bag. So, my bad. I'm wrong. I forgot about it. But she stood there and waited for that conductor to pull our bag off of the bus, our suitcase, and she snatched it as quick as it touched the ground, put her carry bag on top of it, and rolled off to the first taxi that she could find, and they were gone. So it's almost like they were scoping it out and it was operation, but it is what it is. And then we have to put it past us. And it's just I lost a lot of expensive shirts that I had, and we had just I just bought Crizel a lot of nice outfits and stuff.
I didn't also I didn't expect also, guys, that it is also a girl. I thought it's a boy that the one will steal that.
Yeah. Well, the individual looked like a girl, but I think it's suspect, and I'll just leave that at that. But very tall for a girl, but looked like a girl. But anyway, yeah, she snatched it as quick as she could and hopped in that taxi. And I told Crizel, you know, I wanted to file a police report. She didn't want to, but it doesn't matter. We're not going to get it back.
Because
You know?
I'm too tired that time, guys, because we travel from Aklan to
Don't drop the feet out of your mouth.
here in Iloilo, so like 2.5 hours, and then after that we travel again, and then we go back. So I feel tired, guys. That's why I said to Colonel that maybe we need to stop here, because even we will do that, there's nothing gonna
Nothing's going to come of it. So let's see, Adventures of Tom and Edna. Good evening from Luzon. And I met you guys a minute or so ago. I haven't seen you guys in a while, so thanks for being here. And I appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up, folks, if you don't mind, so we can push this video out in this live stream, and we can talk about what else happened last evening. And we're very happy about that. I hate to hear about your luggage, Tom and Edna. Say, I had that happen to me before. Yeah, it's awful, especially when you know it's your own fault. Like for us, it was our own fault. Now, what could have happened is it could have been taken at another terminal. I thought of that too, but we're pretty sure that the bag that girl grabbed, pretty sure it was mine. I mean, their CCTVs are real grainy. They're not the highest quality.
Yeah, because you know, guys, it's too far. That's why. That's why
Ah.
they cannot detect it nicely because
Yeah.
if you're near that CCTV is so near, you can see
Yeah.
that clearly.
Okay, but
On the other,
anyone that knows about those systems, that's what they tell her. But the reality of it is their system just isn't that good. You can have CCTVs that you can zoom in. It's high def. I know I can't give it. We had a much better CCTV system in the bureau than what they have there at that Sirius station. So anyway, it is what it is,
yeah.
and we move on. And,
Everything's happened for a reason, guys. You can see that on my video,
Yeah.
in our video, in the Colonels Chronicles, that
Yeah.
I said that again and again.
yeah, and I told Chris Cindy and I was praying and everything. And I'm a Christian and I do pray. And I was praying that something positive, but I also pray to recognize the fact that if it's God's will, we don't get it back. We're not going to get it back. And it's a teaching, just another part of life, another teaching part of life, and that's the way it is. So, we just have to move on, and we'll replace the clothing. We replaced some of Crizelle's, underwear stuff. We replaced that last night, but yeah, it was just discouraging because I was sad because I had bought her some nice things, and I had some nice clothing. I dress like a bum usually in a t-shirt and whatnot, but I do have some nice clothing. But anyway, I'm still wearing shirts that I bought 14 years ago or whatever from Joseph A. Banks, and they're still holding up. So anyway, it happens. There's Gino and Dazzle. Good evening, Colonel and Crizelle. Gino here, Dazzle cooking dinner. Yeah, Gino, that's what Crizelle, she was cooking her dinner. I'm kind of taking a break because I ate too much already today. It was good to see you, brother, and I appreciate everything you do for us and the support. Norm says, hi, guys. And Tom and Edna say, anything that is important to me, and then I keep it in a backpack. Any paperwork, ID, or cash, I keep in a crossbody bag. Yeah, Tom, I had my laptop with me, so I was carrying stuff. I had a couple important documents. I don't know why I put them in that suitcase.
Yeah.
I thought I put them in the computer in my laptop. Why I didn't, I don't know.
Colonel said that because I'm sleepy, guys. He said that maybe I can put the laptop and the drone beside you. But I said to him that you need to carry that because maybe we can forget that later. Yeah.
Oh, when we were sitting there, I just wanted her to put it in the seat beside her because I had too much and I was scrunched in the seat I was in because the seat beside her was broken, and when I sat in the back of it kept going. I was very uncomfortable, so I had to move and sit next to somebody else. But that's okay. I got a little upset with her, but I'm like, what? I'm not asking you to hold it. Just keep an eye on it till we get up. But anyway, it's a misunderstanding there. I think it's all good. But yeah, Tom, I'm with you. We have been busy building our house out here in the province. Oh, great, man! I wish I could get some pictures of that. That would be really cool. Norm says, get some air tags or something to track. Too late this time, though. Yeah, but once they find those air tags and they destroy it, you're still out your bag. And I really have a problem utilizing fruity products, if you know what I mean. We'll just let that go. I like my Android. Let's see. Tom says, our son will be born in September. That's awesome. Do you hear that, Smith? Mm-hmm. They're having a baby boy, Tom and Edna.
Wow.
Yeah, it's going to be born in September, and then James and Karen's, their baby's going to be born in December. So there's going to be several babies of people that we know. That's great. Says we've been crazy busy. I believe it. Norm said, "Oh, Norm, you have to, you just can't let me poke my fun at Apple, and you guys say Samsung has tractors. I'm sure there's probably independent companies too, but you make a good point. I'm just trying to keep from admitting how stupid I was, but I have admitted several times that it was stupid, and I feel I'm angry at myself, angry at the thief, and Crizelle was surprised it was a girl. I'm like, I'm not. I worked at two different institutions where we had female convicts, so I know what I know what women are capable of. All of us are capable of. You know, it's not just women, not just men. All of us. I got to adjust this so I sit back and yeah, yeah. So anyway, you know, it is what it is. Moving on, and you know, we had to do a little bit of investigative work to figure out. We didn't know the bus number. Before I was teasing Chriselle about she was filming everything.
I'm vlogging that time, guys,
Yeah.
and then after that, when the time we go home, Colonel no, already remember that forget the suitcase. So I said that, oh, I can watch on my gallery the video. Maybe I can see the plate number of the series, and then after that, it's the number is
Backwards.
backward. So I just what we do is I just zoom in that video and screenshot it, and then after that we guess the numbers, and we right.
Yeah. So what did I have to do? I had to say, sweetheart, I'll never tease you or bug you about recording everything anymore. I'll stop calling you James, and for recording everything. I said, because if she had not been recording all of that, we would have never known what the bus number was. So kudos to Chriselle. And then of course I had to get into my like investigator mode and start looking at different things and whatnot. And the other thing that was kind of funny, I probably shouldn't even point this out, but it was interesting that when we requested permission to look at the cameras and stuff, they were going to let Chriselle go up and look at the camera.
Yeah.
But they told me I wasn't allowed to do it because I was a foreigner.
No, because
Let me tell my story.
yeah, because the guy said that
They can't understand
They
me.
cannot understand the Colonel because he speak in English. So I'm the one who capable to watch
Yeah.
it, and I will speak in Ilonggo because it's better to speak in our language because they can easily understand that.
It is, but they understand the English. Those guys, they
But they cannot
sometimes.
maybe they cannot respond.
Yeah, they can't
English,
respond.
That's why
Hold on,
it's difficult for them.
But it felt like
Maybe they
that-
will say yes, no, yes, no.
yeah, it still felt like they were still looking at me cockeyed and like, oh, only she can go up. I'm like, why? What am I? My danger to you? So we went up to these offices, and that's not even where it was. And we went to like 3 different places. We finally, and the whole time where the little camera was, their little monitor is inside their all mirrored glass little hut that they have where people, the drivers and stuff, can go in there and sit, take a break. It was in a little corner. It was just a little CCTV monitor. It's kind of a joke, but we were able to bring it up and we were able to zoom it in and see exactly what happened. We just couldn't see her face or anything like that. So anyway, we're just going to drop it and move on. Learning experience. First time in my life in 62 years that I've ever done that. Never left luggage.
That is our, guys, that is our first time to take a series bus, Aklan to Iloilo, and after that, this is your first time also to lost your luggage, right?
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
All of it is like first time.
Yeah. So I think we beat it. We beat that enough. We don't need to talk about that anymore. You can see the video.
Yeah.
I was not happy at all. I tried to laugh about it and keep a good attitude, but it was difficult.
Yeah, Colonel, that time is angry, but I'm still filming.
Yeah, and she got upset a little bit too, but she was upset at me and misunderstanding. So, listen, I want to back up and really, Tom and Eddie, congratulations. I want to make sure you know, sincerest congratulations on that. And I don't know how many children you have, or if this is the first one. Maybe it's the first one together. I don't know, but whatever it is, congratulations. You know, I had and raised 4 children of my own, and then I've had stepchildren over the years. And anyway, my sincerest congratulations for that. That's awesome. Children truly are a blessing from God. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Tom said, I would never think to bring my MacBook Pro with us. I would have a heart attack if I lost it. All our banking and my VA info is in there. Yeah, I understand that, but I still took mine. But see, you got to understand, folks, we were in the multi-cab when we started this trip. We weren't riding the buses. We ended up on the buses because out of
Yeah.
necessity.
It's a lot of
Normally, I wouldn't even
yeah.
have that. I wouldn't even have that carry-on luggage. I carry a backpack.
It's a lot of happenings also. You can also watch my video where we go in Boracay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Tom. If you go to my and anybody else out there, if you go to my channel and you look under the information or whatever, there's an email address there. Chronicles of the Colonel at Tuda Mail, I believe it is. You can send me a message on there. I might not answer right away, but you can send pictures and stuff on there, or I can give you my face. Or you said you don't use Facebook, so or we can do WhatsApp. We can just share information there. And yeah, I would love to see pictures of what you got going on. That'd be awesome. There's Brian, Melbourne Colonel. You need me to start you a GoFundMe for some replacement polos. Ah, I appreciate that thought, and you could do a GoFundMe for for the Colonel anytime you want, but it's not necessary, but that's funny. Um, Tom and Ed, I understand that English is a national language here. However, where we live, uh, excuse me, folks. I was looking at, I'm confused. I think I'm looking at my phone, but my phone's up there, and this is Crizelle's, and she's getting all kinds of messages. That's messing me up. English is a national language here. However, where we live up north, very few people speak English. I could go weeks and not speak to anyone. Wow, that's a shame, Tom. That's a shame. But you're up there on the northwest Luzon or northeast Luzon, going up that way. And yeah, there's not much there, brother. There's not much there. You need to come down here to Iloilo on vacation, and we can meet up and we can talk. I know how to talk. Norm said, "Met the new kids yet, guys?" Oh, that's funny, Norm. There's the Bart man. Hey, Colonel Clink and Mama Crizel. Yeah.
Like you, Darren.
Okay, Batman, Darren Batman. He's starting already. Adventures of Tom and Edna. You're gonna be in timeout, Darren. You keep it up with Stone Cold. I'm just joking. Darren's good people. Tom and Edna. I have 4 grown children in the U.S. You sound like me. Edna has 2 of her own. We are only going to have 1 together. There you go, brother. 4 in the U.S. that's enough to wear out any man. I know it wore me out, but I still love them. They may not talk to me. I still love them. I got 1 Happy Father's Day out of my son. That was it. But I think that's probably because I said Happy Father's Day to him. But it's all good. Okay, I will email you some pics. Oh, that would be cool, Tom. Appreciate that. That would be great. Just bear with me. Sometimes I'm slow on responding back, but I'll do the best I can. I have to make a concerted effort to check that email. I should be checking it every day, and I've gotten better lately. But I don't get a lot of traffic there, so we'll see. I'll get to it as soon, as quickly as I can, as I remember. Norm says, no much English in Catman unless Marissa talks to me. You notice I'm like saying that name real quick because you always criticize the way I say it. Let's see, you have a short-term memory, old man. And I got no memory, Darren. Come on, man. You're lucky I remember your name. But anyway, so the big announcement, are we ready? Drum roll, Here we go. The Colonels Chronicles got monetized out of the clear blue sky. All the rejections, about 6 or 7, and we got notified while we were eating our monthly dinner. So after a very troubling day and a testing day, we got good news that the channel was monetized. But honestly, the person that really gets the credit for it is Crizel. Crizel got it monetized. It wasn't anything I did. Well, yeah, I helped Crizel, but anyway, it's funny. YouTube did not like something I did, and they were never going to monetize me. But we got Crizel to help out, and lo and behold, in less than 24 hours after we gave them her information, boom, we're monetized. So it was never content, so it had to be administrative. It had to be about the way I filled out the AdSense account and everything. So lesson learned for people out there that are doing YouTube. Keep trying. And if after all your trying attempts, because I thought it was about my name, I didn't enter my name correctly, and so be as it may, I really think it was about location, even though they say that's not it. But I think it's because they know I'm here in the Philippines live stream doing whatever I'm doing, but I'm using U.S. addresses and everything for the AdSense. Or I had two AdSense accounts, which I'm like, I didn't do two AdSense accounts, but maybe I inadvertently did and didn't know. So anyway, the bottom line is, this channel finally got monetized, and I always said it wasn't about that we need the money, or that I need the money, but what we're trying to do with this channel is support Crizel and her family, and so that they can finish up that house, finish up that farm, have a nice compound, do more things. That's what you get for eating spicy. And so anyway, so folks, if you want to support, you can support the Colonels Chronicles now. I believe there's super chats down there at the bottom now, what you can do and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not begging anybody or telling anybody to do it, but I just think it's kind of cool, you know. So because it's all going to Crizel, and even though it's the Colonels Chronicles, but because I'm with her when I made the decision, whatever is earned off of this or whatever we receive is going to go to her. It's not going to go to me. So that's the big news. And after a very negative day yesterday, that was a good way to end the day on a positive note.
Yeah, it's sadness turns to happiness.
Yeah, so that's why we say everything happens for a reason. And maybe we got all upset and everything. And you wouldn't. Are you okay?
Oh, it's so hot, guys.
You got stuff on you.
It's so hot. The Korean noodles is so hot. I thought that this is a cheese flavor, but it's spicy. Oh.
Maybe I flipped the flavor package on her and she doesn't know. I didn't do that, but it'd been funny. I gotta remember. I gotta think about that now. Yeah, because when she's eating, she doesn't really look. She just. This girl can eat now. I'm just going to leave that at that, and so I don't get myself in trouble. But anyway, it's all. Oh, what happened here? Let me catch up with the chats, folks. Apologies. All right, Tom. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. What are those? Yeah, the little celebration images. Appreciate that. Norm says, "Yay, congrats, mate." Norm, you were a big part of it, man. Let's not be remiss. Norm watched so many of my videos and raised the watch hours on the Colonels Chronicles so much. You know, kudos to him. Darren, several other people. I shouldn't list names because you always leave out people. But there's been many people, and Crizel's family, many people watching my videos and stuff just to raise the watch hours and show support. And you know, it's not anything I did; it's what other people did to get to this point. And thank you, sincerely thank you. And Crizel thanks you, and I thank Crizel because I had to get her to agree to this.
Okay,
She could have said no.
Okay, you're welcome.
Oh.
It's so hot.
Yeah, she's so cute. I'll never hear the end of it now that I'm giving her all that credit. I'll never hear the end of it. She goes, yeah, remember, you wouldn't have got this without me. You wouldn't have. Yeah, right. It's all good. We love to have fun. Telling that, yeah, congratulations, thank you. Congratulations, Colonel Crizel from Gino. Yeah, Gino, it's I was shocked. You know, I almost choked on my what was that? The Cajun pork I was eating. I got the notification. I'm like, what? And actually, first I got it on the Gmail, on an email, and I thought it was somebody messing with me. I didn't think it was legit. So I had to look into it a little bit, and then we got home verified on YouTube
Thank
Studio.
you for the 17 viewers and 8
Awesome.
thumbs up. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please hit the thumbs up, guys.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Crizel.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Listen to Crizel, don't listen to me. But yeah, thank you guys for all the congratulations. That's awesome. And appreciate you being here, Gino and Dazzle. And Todd Evans, congratulations. Thank you. And we weren't going to say anything, but we started getting comments from people saying, are you guys monetized? We're just seeing a lot more advertisements on your content. And I'm like, well, okay, you know, we just might as well say it. And then people are going to see the super chat little logo down there on it, which I never had before. So it is what it is. There's no sense keeping it a secret. The haters out there that want to attack the channel, they're going to continue to do that. And you know what? Up to them. What goes around comes around in life, and it's just a way of testing and teaching me to have more patience, because Lord knows I need patience because I don't have a lot of it. And I got, like I used to tell everybody, and with my kids growing, I got zero tolerance for nonsense. And people would compliment us about, hey, your children are so well behaved when eating at the restaurants and stuff. And I would be like, yeah, because I got zero tolerance for nonsense. And they know better. If they don't act right, there's going to be consequences later on. They're not going to like that. And we won't talk about what they were. But they knew. And it's just the way it is. Most parents, after you've raised your kids for a while, what do you have to do to discipline your kids anymore? Get them to do what you want them to do? You just give them the look like, and they know what time it is. Most of them. And you're going to have that belligerent child. You're going to have that rebellious child. Everybody, well, I shouldn't say everybody has one. Most people have one in the family. If you have multiple kids, most people have one. And then on a sad note, and you guys don't know this person, but it just popped in my head, and I just commented. I know she doesn't watch this channel or anything, but my cousin Margaret, one of her children just passed away. One of her adult children, after a long illness, I guess. I don't know all the details. I don't need to know all the details, but I saw on Facebook that one of her daughters passed away, and what can you say? There's nothing you can say. And they've had a lot of loss in that family. That's from my aunt and uncle's family on down. And Margaret's married to my cousin, and he passed away at an early age. And it's just, a lot of things have happened to that family, and I don't know why. Probably because the Lord knows that they're capable of handling it. And Margaret is the picture of grace when it comes to dealing with death. And God bless her and her family during this time of loss. If you were by chance to see this, Margaret, I'm thinking about you, sister, and love you, and always wish the best for you guys and your family. So, okay, let's move on from that, because that's too sad. Where are we at on the chat here? Let me catch up. Because, I have no short memory. Let's see. Congratulations. What did you call me in James Live? And who started first, Colonel Plain? I think I called you Batman, didn't I? I don't know. Batman Darren or something? I don't know. That just struck me because if I read it wrong, it says the Bartman when I said the Batman. I don't know. But whatever you get in that vein, Darren, you deserve all that, man, and you know it. Oh my goodness. And William Rosewood, you don't like wooden shoes. It's that easy. Well, yeah. I'm expecting you to bring me back a full-size pair of wooden shoes for my, my 43 to 44, centimeter, feet, whatever that Euro measurement is. Hey, Todd. Hey, Brian. Hey, Norm. Hey, William from the Bartman. Hey, Darren. What up, Uncle Darren? Yeah, congratulations, Colonel. Happy that you finally monetized from Astrid. Yeah, Astrid's the one who pointed out, are you guys monetized? And I'm like, well, the cat's out of the bag. Just told Crizel, because we weren't going to tell anybody, to be honest, because, I'm not into bragging. Once upon a time, maybe, but now I'm not. I try to be pretty humble, and, I'm just thankful for it. I mean, for me, I've always said I didn't need it. And I didn't, but it became a competition for me. I'm very competitive, and it became a thing of I wanted to get monetized just to prove that I could do it. Not that I needed it, but I just wanted to prove that I could do it, and which is just my stupid pride, I guess. And I see that Bartman. Thank you. I see that hand.
Yeah. Thank you, Darren.
Yeah. But we'll get down to that on the chat. So let's keep moving on. But yeah, I didn't want to brag, but Astrid said that get a lot of ads. You guys get monetized. I don't want to lie to people. But this is the announcement. I made that comment back to you, Astrid. We're announcing it here on this live stream, and yes, the Colonels Chronicles finally got monetized for whatever that's worth. You know, I mean, it's not woo, woo, yeah, yeah. But you know, I don't think it means too much except that we met. I had a goal, met that goal, and finally, after, you know, what has it been a year or over a year since I started this channel? I know I was in San Juan Batangas when I started it, so yeah, I think it's been about a year. I'd have to go back and look, but or figure it out. But anyway, it's all good. I appreciate it. Appreciate all the congratulations, folks. Really do. Hit that thumbs up if you haven't. Appreciate the 15 people that are in here, or the people that are scrolling by. Stop in, say hello, give us a thumbs up, help that algorithm.
If you're new in this channel, guys, please subscribe our channel, guys. Thank you so much.
Isn't she great? I couldn't have said it better myself. She's like, just leave me alone. My mouth's on fire for me eating this Korean noodles.
Have you ever tried Korean noodles, guys? It's so hot.
Show it to him now, sweetheart.
Yeah.
You showed it to him without anything on. Now it's got all the goop on it.
Here.
Yeah, and I've eaten those before. Now I had even spicier ones than that in Thailand.
The black one is the most spicy, guys. I cannot.
Oh, you had the black one?
Eat that anymore.
That's what I used to eat, the black one.
My eyes.
Yeah.
Dry.
Yeah. So let's move on. Hey, oh, Brian says hi, Darren. Bartman from Tom and Edna. Hey, Dazzle from Bartman. Gino and Dazzle say hi, Bartman. Hi, all from Thriving Expat. Hey, Michael. Finally made it, Mike. Took forever, but finally made it. And it didn't have anything to do about watch hours or any of that or subscribers. I got all. It just had to do with something I did wrong administratively, but we finally broke through it, and it worked this time. What I did worked this time. But thanks to Crizel. Sometimes I use too much chili oil. It burns me up, says Tom and Edna. Yeah, I'm sure it does. I learned about chilies in Thailand. Now, I always like spicy food in the U.S., jalapenos, habaneros, all that. But Thailand, man, it's just unbearable, their Thai chilies that they put in there, because they put too many. But anyway, it is what it is. The barman says, William, you will have to definitely send Colonel Clink wooden shoes for him to do the tap dancing. Boy, I tell you what, for real, William, if you bring me back a pair of real wooden shoes that I can put on my feet, I will wear them on a video. And I'll even do a little bit of dancing with those wooden shoes on, even though I know it's going to kill my feet. But I would do it. Just because I think it's hilarious. And it brings back memories of when I was at, 10, 11, 12, 13 years old living in Germany. So here we go. I loved going to the Netherlands. Norm says, I can watch again now and you'll earn money. Norm, brother, you've done so much for me. I would never ask you to do something like that, but if you want to do that, kudos to you, and we thank you.
Yeah, thank you for your Norm.
Let's see, Adventure Time and then we have just started posting a few things. I have no idea what I'm doing. That's all right, I didn't know what I was doing either, and I still don't, But, let's go back up to Mike, the Thriving Expat. He's the one who conned me into this, talked me into doing this, because I talk too much, and, I almost gave up there a little while. I was getting ticked off at YouTube, but here we are. And thanks to Crizel. They didn't like me, but they like Crizel. So it's all good. Kind of the same. Sometimes I don't like me either, but I like Crizel. So maybe I'm the same as YouTube. I don't know. Adventures Tom and Edna said, raising my kids in a military family encouraged them to walk the line. Maybe that's why my kids were doomed too. Because my time in the Army. And then in the Bureau didn't help either, because that was probably worse than the military. And there's the Bart, man. We finally got time to, he gave us $1 Australian.
Yeah.
Hey, Darren, can I buy a Bundaberg with that? Is that enough to buy a Bundaberg in Australia? I don't know. You told me the price one time, but I can't remember. But I appreciate that. Oh, there we go. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate that. The 500 pesos from Michael Lee White over there. Appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
And you talked me into doing this, so I questioned my wisdom about it and all the drama that we've been through and with other people and whatnot. We're still able to go on here and say some positive things and not be negative all the time. So I appreciate that. Darren said, wait, hold on. Did I miss something? You are doing a great job on here, Mark Warning. Appreciate that, Mark. Thank you for that comment. And yeah, that was a positive comment right there. Thank you. The Bartman says, here for a box of tissues because you can't handle us Aussies. LOL. Dude, you know what, Darren? I'm just going to be quiet about that because you know better than that. You better check my jacket, boy. Oh, my goodness. Thriving Expat says, you are in top messages. Better if you select all messages on your chat filter. No, actually, Mike, I was in all messages. Yeah, I'm not in top chat. I'm not in top chat, Mike. I'm in live chat. All messages are visible. Been that way since the get-go. But anyway, I don't know why it's showing on yours. It's showing that. Colonel, your little lady's doing a great job. Todd Evans. Of course she is. And why do you think? Come on now. I'm not totally stupid. Why do you think I selected her? Why do you think I chose her when I met her? You know, it didn't take long after I met her to know that, hey, this girl's special. She's very special.
Because you deserve me.
Because I deserve you. I don't know about that. I deserve to be punished every day. Now, you know, what's good, special between Crizel and I is we both have sense of humor. And even though sometimes we may say stuff that we probably shouldn't, we can both laugh about it afterwards or laugh about it later or make each other, or we just laugh about some dumb stuff because we both got bizarre sense of humor and we laugh at the dumbest things. And we need to start videoing that, doing short videos with some of the stuff that we laugh at because we just laugh. I know people are looking at us like, what the heck are they laughing at? You know, they're sitting there at the table laughing like hyenas, and everybody else is like looking at us like, what are you laughing? And we crack each other up, you know, and that's the way it is. Colonel, okay, we did that. Hey, Michael from the Bartman, congrats on monetization. Thanks, Mike, I appreciate that, man. Really do. You got me started in this or talked me into it, so you know, and I almost quit a couple times. Smash the like, guys, and thanks, Mike, for the 500 pesos. Yeah, appreciate that. Mike. You know, $500, but even better, brother. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
So much.
That's cool. That is very cool. Didn't expect that at all, but we appreciate it. We really do.
Appreciate
and
that.
Yeah, that's so kind.
Kuya Darren also sent us, and thank you so much, Kuya Darren also.
Yeah, we got that. I'm still waiting on that half an almond from Darren too. But isn't that sweet though? You know, who would have thought? You know, people are so kind like that. You know, for all the evilness on YouTube and the people that are doing evil things, go on a live stream and have people show you love. Like this and like that is very kind.
We're very happy about that, guys. You make our heart
well, this is going to enable Ren to be able to continue with the fish hatchery and that we're hatching ducks, and I think these chicken, we couldn't go out to the farm today, so I think these chicken eggs may not make it.
Because it's raining heavy, guys, that's why. And the road is so hard. That's why you cannot go out. It's so dangerous.
Bartman says, oh no, have I got the Colonel lost for words? You know what? There's been a few times in my life now where I've been lost for words. And yeah, it's a rarity. But it does happen. It really does. And only a few people have experienced that truly when I've been at a loss for words, because certain things have happened to me that were so unexpected where I'm just like, I'm speechless. I had to sit down, catch my breath, and be like, "Wow, I can't believe that happened to me," you know, and everything. But looking back on my life, I shouldn't be surprised because I've been blessed so many times when I didn't deserve it, you know, and I still feel that when I receive a blessing, it's like I don't really deserve this, but you know what? I'm going to take it. I'm going to thank the Lord for it. Thriving. Okay, just shows as top chat under live chat. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's saying top messages up there, Mike. I see that, but we're in all messages, so I don't know why that has that. I really don't. But we set it up the criteria there for all messages. So maybe later figure out I did it wrong. I don't know, but I'm seeing everything. Mr. Tom and Edna said, we are going to Angeles City on Monday to get my next extension. I will buy a good camera and start posting stuff. Well, there you go, Tom. If you want any suggestions or whatever, feel free to to holler at me because I've had a couple of different ones. I like my DJI. It seems to do a really good job, but there's other options out there. I still have my Insta360 but I haven't used it in months. Michael, you can change it yourself on your phone or laptop from the Bartman. Okay, I didn't know that. Howdy, Sergeant USA, Daniel. How you doing? Howdy, Sir Connor. How you doing, Daniel? How are things going for you? I hope well. Let's see. The Bartman, you won't be getting almonds as quarantine is the issue. That is why the other package didn't make it to change. Isn't that a shame, Darren? I mean, I'm not surprised, but isn't that a shame? So how long is the quarantine, or does that mean they won't allow them at all ever because they didn't have a proper sticker and you didn't fill out the paperwork? And now I think about it, and you and I talked about this before, but now I think about it, you're right. You got it. Yeah, you would have had to fill out paperwork from customs. What's wrong, sweetheart?
It's,
What's wrong?
my
She's over here going.
my tongue guys is bring it up.
You want some water?
Yeah, many times I drink like 5.
Oh my goodness, you'll be in the CR all night now.
Yeah.
Do you want? There's some sarsaparilla in there. It's
It
not
makes
cold
my
enough.
the tongue burn.
Sweet.
I really love spicy food, guys, but
Poor girl. I almost feel bad for her, but I don't because she knew very well what she was getting into.
I thought it's just a
Can you
cheese.
do me a favor? Could you? There's some ice in the freezer that from before, and put some more in that cup for me, please, if you don't mind. The more of that sarsaparilla. She's so sweet. Okay, but I'm laughing at her for having her mouth on fire because it serves her right, man. I mean, she knows that stuff's spicy. Let's see, where are we at? Hey, Darren, that's good to know. And it kind of stinks because I was looking forward to those good Australian almonds and everything else in that box, you know? Wow. But actually, it's not coming to me. It was coming to James and Karen. I'm acting like it was coming to me. It's coming to James and Karen. But I think they would have shared. And let's see. Tom and Ed says, I like how the DJI video looks. Yeah, I mean, I think it does a good job. You know, my phone does a good job too. I got an S25 Ultra and it does a good job also. But the DJI is, you know, you have to set it up and program, and I've had it screwed up at times. But I think it does an outstanding job. All is good and blessed from Daniel, Sergeant USA. That's great, man. Good to hear that. When are you coming back over here to Iloilo? Need to get together again. Bartman, they were not quality control without exporting certification. Wow. That's a shame, Darren. Because I want to taste some of that honey too, man. But it's probably the same thing with that honey. Try milk, not water. You need something with oil in it to stop the burn. No, I'm enjoying this too much, man. I'm enjoying watching it over because I warn her about this stuff all the time. He said drink milk. He's right. You're right, Norm. Yeah.
Yeah.
The milk will help take away the burn, sweetheart. I wasn't going to tell you, but he's right. How you doing? Are you sweating? I think she's sweating from the.
No, it makes my heat up. Right.
Careful, you're trying to get me all. See that? She's trying to get me all excited and everything. Putting my hand and trying to get me. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Before I get in trouble. Todd Evans says, I agree, Norm. Filipino don't like. Come on now, we can't say those words. They're family friendly now. They don't like milk. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would say they don't like milk, but they don't like real milk. They drink that stuff in the boxes. It's, oh my goodness. They use it with their cooking and whatnot. But just to drink it, nah, Todd, they're not going to do that. Apologies for the language, my mistake. Yeah, Todd, hey, I'm not without sin, bro. I ain't without use. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I've never used that word, because that would be a straight up lie. But I try not to. But sometimes, you're in that environment I was in my whole adult life. It's unfortunate that stuff rubs off on you. But I never try to use that kind of language in front of the kids. And James and Karen, they found out that, hey, they have children watching their channel. And so I don't know, I don't think I have that much, but there might be some people out there watching that have children that are listening to this too. So I want to be respectful for that. But, it happens, Todd. Don't worry. I ain't angry at you. Let's see. Daniel says, be there the end of July for Gino's birthday. I forgot about Gino's birthday. We need to start planning ahead. I hope he's having a big party. And if he's not, maybe we all need to put something together and have one for him. We got to go up there for that. I hope we can be there for that.
Yeah.
Maybe he's not doing a party. I don't know. But I'm still going to
see.
say happy birthday.
Yeah.
Gino, I count Gino as a brother. Yeah, what a great couple. Bartman says, I don't know why they didn't take the almonds out and send the rest. Very disappointing. Yeah, Darren, it's very disappointing. Not just for you, it's disappointing for us, because,
They
yeah.
cannot send the
No, they quarantine the almonds, and so they
Okay.
quarantine the whole package.
Okay.
Instead of just taking them out and sending them on, which would make sense, but they're not going to do that, it's, it's crazy.
Because almonds is really delicious.
McKnight, Colonel, do you enjoy life where you're at? Absolutely. Now, I'm not totally satisfied and content living here in the city, in a suburb, because I'm a country boy. And I like to live more out in the farmland or more out in a rural area. And we're working on that, changing that situation. But to get here onto Padai Island, this is the place that I found to set up home for temporarily until I can move on. Now, the location is great, as in I have access to everything. Medical City's right down the road. SF, a little further down the road. Festa Walk a little closer than SM, but I don't go there very often. But Esplanade, 5 minutes from where I live. It's just, it's nice. Hop on a motorbike. I can be down in Old Town in 5 to 10 minutes. And that's only because of traffic. 5 minutes if there's no traffic. Be at the new market and the restaurants down. So, Iloilo has, it's like the best of both worlds. It's a laid-back city, but it has all the city amenities. And there's enough restaurants here to satisfy different tastes. I thoroughly enjoy the Italian food myself, but I've been enjoying this TGI Fridays, which is a restaurant in the U.S. I probably wouldn't go to very much, even though my daughter worked at one. It would not have been my favorite in the U.S., but I'm enjoying the heck out of it over here just because it's something different. I can get, I can get the tortilla chips with the fresh McNachos and stuff. You can't. Most of it over here, let's be honest, if you get nachos on the street vendor or whatever, it's going to be the tortilla chips with that liquefied squirted cheese on it. Just to me tastes nasty. But anyway, I don't want to. But anyway, I'm enjoying that, and that's so. To answer your question, yeah, I enjoy it. I'm not happy with the house where I'm at, and being in the concrete jungle here, surrounded by concrete homes. That's not my forte. But for the time being, it is what it is, and I'm enjoying being in Iloilo City. I really am, even though I'm not a city person. Norm says, too expensive is all I hear. Well, Norm, it depends who you are. Expensive for one person is not expensive for another. And I'm not going to criticize anybody that says it's too expensive. I respect that. But I'm also not going to brag that I have a certain lifestyle and this, and I'm living large and I'm doing big things, and I'm not going to make fun of other people that are not at the socioeconomic level. Because honestly, even with the income I've been blessed with, but I had to work for it, I still live very frugally, and I don't live in a fancy house. I really don't wear fancy clothes. I might wear expensive clothes, but I don't consider them fancy. But that's because I like my clothes to last for many years, because I'm frugal. I'll spend a little more now to get it back later, so to speak. But yeah, some people say it's expensive, but it's like any city. And the housing here in Iloilo, yes, it's going to cost you more because it's in the city. But it's no different than if you go to Manila. You know, housing costs in Manila are not cheap unless you live in those areas that are super cheap. So Iloilo is the same. It has those cheap areas. I just choose not to live there. You think Iloilo City's expensive? Let's get a Filipina's perspective.
No.
Iloilo City. You think it's more expensive?
There's other stores that it's not too expensive to get.
Okay.
If you wanted to choose cheaper products, you can also choose.
Yeah, there's ukay stores.
Yeah, like
there's
that.
restaurants that are not
Yeah,
expensive. You can eat
expensive,
street
yeah.
food.
Yeah.
You don't have to. Yeah.
You can go and a lot of carinderia also, or there's also a restaurant that the foods there that you can buy is cheap.
Yeah.
You can choose kuya.
Yeah, if you go to the mall, you can go to the. You don't have to eat in the American restaurant or
Yeah.
the chain restaurant. You
Just
can
a
go to the
simple,
food court.
yeah. Just a simple only.
Yeah.
If you're simple.
Yeah, so it's really up to you.
Yeah.
And as far as housing costs, I would say overall, generally, yeah, it's more expensive. But you can find inexpensive rent.
Yeah.
You know, you just have to look.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, look, I think of Craig. Craig's got a nice house. He's paying the same amount of rent for what I'm paying, and his place is much better than where I'm at. Much better for the same rent. You know, $15,000 a month. Yeah, so I mean, it is what it is. Let's see. I've had a couple from Todd Evans. Oh, you've been tossing back a couple. All right, tip it back. Aussie is second English, Todd. LOL. Adventure Time Ed and I picked up some bad habits after being in the U.S. Navy for 22 years. I'll let a dirty word slip sometimes too. Hey, Tom, that's all of us, man. We ain't perfect. She's still sweating that spicy food. Nose is running. Why don't you get one of my handkerchiefs and then get one of my handkerchiefs, and we don't have to go through that whole roll at one sitting. Get one of my cloth handkerchiefs. I just got a new roll of paper towels. They'll be gone before the night's out at this rate.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I'll teach you for eating that spicy stuff. Bartman, that was $1,000 of content and sending costs, and Australia Freight Company should have told me or picked that before I sent it. Yeah, Darren, it's not right, man. And I hate it for you. Really hate it for you. You know? And I'll be honest, we were looking forward to that. I know I was. I know it was going to James and Karen, but I was kind of looking forward to it myself because of what you had in there. Norm, nah, that's Marissa. When I say buy milk or something, too expensive. Yeah. Well, honestly, Crizel does the same thing to me. That's too much. That's too much. I wonder what that means. Right there. I don't.
Yeah, there's like
I don't want to tap it.
circle, guys, and
Looks like a target with a
target,
plus.
yeah.
I don't know what that
if
means.
you will play archery.
Yeah, I'm worried. I'm concerned if I tap it, it might mess up something.
Yeah.
I wonder, should we do it anyway? Just to see
No. Don't touch it.
I'm curious. Anybody know what that is? It looks like an archery target. It's got a little plus beside it. I don't know what. That's to add something to it, maybe. I don't know.
They said there's a plus. That's why maybe.
Hey, folks, I'm gonna try it. If it messes up the live stream, I'll be right back. Let me see what this does. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, I see what that is. Okay, that's about goals and stuff.
But it's about
I don't know it. I'm not messing with it because I don't know anything about it, so we'll just let it go. But at least now I know what that's about. I can talk to one of you guys that knows more about it off air. Adventure Time and Edna. Currently, we live in a 3-bedroom and 1-bath house in the province. Our rent is $70 a month. We have 1 room with air conditioning. Our monthly expenses equal about less than $250 a month, all in. That's fantastic, Tom. And if we get into this house out near Crizel's place, oh my goodness, the rent was $24 something a month. I mean, you can't beat that. But we haven't heard anything on that. We haven't been back out there to see what's going on with the old man that owns it. And you know, we already made it. We gave him a commitment already that, hey, we'll take the house. But his stepdaughter stepped in and is being ignorant. So, you know, we'll see what happens with all that. Hey, if I notice there's still 10 people in here,
Yeah,
14 thumbs up.
Yeah, thank you guys for supporting us. We really appreciate that.
Yeah. And if you haven't hit the thumbs up or you forgot, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. That will help
Yeah.
us out. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Crizel and her family appreciates it even more. And it's funny too. Her family doesn't even really know. I think I mentioned it, but they don't really know that this channel is really geared now to helping them. They don't even know it. Maybe we won't tell them. It might be better if we don't tell them. I don't know.
You make our heart flattered, guys, for supporting us.
Yeah, what we say, warm and fuzzy. But we usually say that in joking. But seriously, yeah, anything that we get from anyone is, in my opinion, it's just a true blessing. And even if it's $1 Australian dollar, that's not worth anything, but it's worth something to us because it's a thought that counts. You know, not necessarily the amount of something of the gift, but it's a thought, and we greatly, greatly appreciate it. So thank you. Lost track. Oh, look who's in the house. Expat Life Philippines. Io from Leyte. That's Chuck Bellis. Sorry about the loss of your things. Not cool. Nah, Chuck, it's not cool, man, but it is what it is. And Norm, hey, Bellis. And hey, folks, hopefully, you know, Expat Life in the Philippines, that's the channel that Bellis set up for his workers and whatnot. We're trying to get them monetized also, because Bellis is having some of the same issues, I believe, the same issues that I have. And he was having them before I was having them. And I didn't think I was going to have them, but I did. So I just shared my little bit of knowledge that I found out with what happened with Crizel and I, and made some suggestions. And that's up to him. And he knows what he needs to do. And we'll see what happens. But, you know, I wish him the best on that.
Yeah.
Because I know, if you guys don't know Bellis, that man works hard on YouTube.
Yeah.
Harder than I ever did, harder than I ever wanted to. He puts a lot of effort into his videos and whatnot. And, you know, people support him already, but I would love to see the channel get monetized for him. Now that I know what I needed to do, I could have done it a long time ago, but I was, you know, I'm hard-headed, and I just wanted to do it myself without having to use somebody else to help me get it, and it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. Hey, Chuck, waving ours, how Aussie mate? Yeah, Chuck said he don't want to be Aussie, I think, there, Darren. Hey, Bella's from Norm. And hey, Norm, hey, mate, bloody hell, Aussie's in the house. That's from Chuck. Thriving expat. Mike, gotta run. Take care. Nice to meet your new girlfriend. Have
Yeah.
fun on. Yeah, Mike, this is
Mike.
Crizel.
Thank you,
I forgot you
Mike.
did. I forgot you didn't know. This is Crizel. And you know, of course, some people on YouTube think Crizel has children already.
Yeah.
And I'm not aware of any.
I have a triplets, guys.
Triplets. Yes. Now, yes. Actually, you know, that's true. We both have kids. We have new kids. We have triplets. You know, we have 2 female goats and 1 male goat that were just born. And we were trying to get out there today
They
to
were
see
so
them, but
cute. They
too
were
much
so
rain
cute.
today.
You can able to watch it in the Colonels Chronicles channel, or maybe I can post it on my channel. Let's see what's happened.
Yep. Oh my goodness, Michael C. Michael, we'll get down to you. Let me catch up on these other chats and we'll get down to you. But it's good to see you, brother.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hold on now. Okay. All right, Mike, take care. The Bart man, yeah, Aussies outrank American, Chuck, and even converting American into Aussie. That's how good we are. Yeah, you're so good, but that pansy soccer team of yours ain't so good. Or football. I don't even know if they know what it is. You know, since the U.S. blanked them, you know. Yeah, they blanked them in the World Cup. But you know what, Darren? While we were sitting there at TGI Fridays last night, Crizel didn't notice, but I was watching the rugby match up on the TV above the bar there. And but yeah, I like watching rugby. That's a good game right there. Let's see. Yeah, Tom and Edna's. I saw the video on that house you guys are looking at. It has good bones. Yeah, Tom, the structure's there, okay? It needs some work. but I always look at what something can be, not necessarily what it is. And I'm an optimist when it comes to houses, and I've built houses before. I know what needs to be done and things like that. And I have a good eye. I have a good eye for architecture or floor plans and layouts and stuff. And I know what I like, and I know my next house what I would like it to be. And if I did it, it would, you know, if it was with that house, I would add on to that house and put on what I want to have on it. And I'll keep that for another video, not for right now. But anyway, we'll see what happens with it. See what happens. Let's see where I always lose my place here. I'll see you, Michael from Bartman. Norm says, "Hey, you get 69 U.S. cents or 29 and a half peso. It's all good. I'm not complaining. I think every gift is a blessing. Okay, every gift's a blessing." Michael C. We got down to you, brother. Michael C. is in the house. Good evening, Colonel. Saw your Boracay video with you guys and James and Karen. Me and my fiance loved the video. Man, thank you, Michael, and congratulations too, you and your fiance. I saw you comment on you were on somebody else's live, and I saw you there. I was like, I haven't seen him for a while, so it's good to hear from you. It really is. Nanny Crizel. Oh my goodness, is that who I think it is?
Yeah, I have a ano guys twin.
Your twin. Her mother's using her. Her mother's
because,
logging in her channel and saying,
you know, guys, my mother.
"Good evening, Mom."
Yeah, good evening.
Norma.
Good evening, Mom.
Mom, Norma.
Ngayong gabi. My mother didn't know how to switch account. That's why she just used my account.
She supports us in all this, and that's what's great about it. And if I explain how she supports it, people might construe that I'm making fun of her, and I don't want to do that, and I don't want to change what she does because it's really cute. Todd Evans says, "That's funny. I thought it was only twins." Well, it was at first, Todd, but then another female goat that we've been waiting on, unexpectedly, she dropped another kid, and we didn't think she was going to have until July.
Yeah.
So the first one, the brown one, she had hers, the two twins, later than we expected, and then the black and white one, the Boer Anglo-Nubian mix, she dropped hers quickly, and it was all black.
Yeah, it's so cute, guys. If you can see, because I love color black animals also.
Yeah. And then Norm says, "Sorry, 42 peso, stupid conversion." That's all right, Norm. It's all good. And I'm not adding it up right now, Norm, or anything. It's not, you know, it's all good. That's just the way I look at it. It's all good. And, you know, if it gets up to be enough where we can really help out Grizel and her family, that's going to be awesome. I'm talking about helping her above what I already do. Let's see. Bartman, Grizel has kids hiding in another province house with her other boyfriend, LOL. Come on, Bart. Come on, Bartman. Yeah, good thing we have a sense of humor. And, you know, I would have told anybody, but she told me about it, and I've met those kids already, and it's all good.
Yeah. We are already like at 10 years old, and the other is 13 years old.
10 years old. She'd have been having kids at 15. Oh my goodness. But listen, I'm just joking about that.
Yeah, we're just joking, guys. I don't have any kids at all.
Are you sure?
Yeah. If I have a kid, you can see stretch marks in my legs. Charot.
She said it, but I don't know where that came from. Well, what about the other stretch?
My other stretch marks is because before I'm so very fat,
oh my goodness,
very fat guy, so that's why I became a little bit.
It's funny because she's never shown me any photos of when she was a chubby girl or when she was fat. The only pictures that I've ever seen is when she was in high school. She was so thin. She was just a little girl. But evidently, what was it, in college? In college, she put on some weight. And I've seen her eat, so I understand it, how it's totally possible. And I'm worried about it now.
I have been chubby when it's what do you call it?
But I'm trying to lose weight, and she's trying to gain weight.
I forgot. quarantine. I
Oh,
forgot.
COVID.
Yeah, there's a COVID,
Yeah.
guys. Like 3 years, 2 years, right?
Yeah, during
Yeah,
that
that's
disaster.
why
Yeah.
that's why I became super chubby that time.
Yeah, she says she
Then
wasn't
after that,
exercising.
I became thin again. So the stretch mark has been there.
So during that time, why weren't you just doing more dancing? So she was doing a lot of sitting around, not doing the dancing. That's why. When she's
I eat
dancing and
a
stuff,
lot,
she
eat a
loses
lot.
weight.
We didn't go up. We cannot allowed to go up.
Mm.
That's why.
Okay. Well, all right. We won't talk about that subject anymore. But during that time period, yeah, I was stuck in Phuket, Thailand, on the island during that time period. Let's see. Todd Evans, World Cup not over yet, mate. That's true, but you know, we were just talking about that one game, Todd, where, you know, because I knew Darren was going to give me grief. If the Aussies had beat the U.S., I'd have never heard the end of it. So I'm just giving it back to him because I know that I would have got it just as bad, if not worse. You know, because we always tease Darren about kangaroos and all this kind of stuff, and I got a kick out of it when I said a bear, put a bear up against a kangaroo, and they were convinced that a kangaroo would take out a grizzly bear, and I'm like, okay, think that if you want. But anyway, U.S. soccer team think they're where's Wally? I don't know anything about it, Norm. I don't even know if the U.S. team is good or bad or not, but I know that on that night they were good enough to beat Australia. That's all I know. I don't know anything about it. I don't know any of the players' names. Don't know. All I know, they got goofy looking uniform. I don't like the shirt they're wearing. I think it's disrespectful to the flag. But anyway, Nah, I'm not even going to comment any further on it. I don't know who designed it, but I don't care for it. But I'll support the team just because they're playing for the U.S. Let's see. Bartman says soccer players should be wearing skirts, and that's all that game deserves. Hey, Dan, I'm not going to say. I'll give you an amen on that, all right? But that's funny.
Yeah, thank you for the 14 people and the 16 thumbs up, guys.
Yeah.
We really appreciate that. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, that's awesome. This live stream's fun, and honestly, it's fun to make this announcement that we made about the monetization. It's a fun topic. Let's see. That's what we did have in this rental house. We upgraded a few things from Tom and Edna. Yeah, Tom. Any rental house I'm in, I upgrade somewhat. I end up spending some of mine. Like for in the bedroom in this house, and I've talked about this before. I put windows in there, real windows. I took out the louvered windows, put in sliders, and because I wanted an air conditioner in there, and then I had them fabricate an opening in the window to slide the air conditioner in, so I could use my own air conditioner that I had already, and that's how we sleep at night, and that's how we raise my electric bill. Someone said my electric bill was too low. Well, I put the air conditioner in now, so we can raise it just to satisfy those people. Bartman, hey, Michael. Bartman, hey, Nanny Crizel. Hey, Darren, that's Crizel's mom.
No, yeah, Nanay
Norma.
Hazel. Nanay.
Oh, Nanai.
Yeah.
I read it wrong. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's my old eyes.
Nanay is mother.
Yeah.
Kuya Darren knows what is nanay.
Yep. And let's see, Michael said we moved from Tracy. Oh, I didn't know that to Tagaytay about 3 weeks ago. Super cooler weather. Yeah, it is. And I've been in both those places, Michael. And Tagaytay is definitely cooler than up there in Tracy. And you know what? It's nicer. It's nicer. Not as cityfied, I would say, for lack of a better word. A lot more vegetation in Tagaytay. Now you do have the volcanoes there, the Taal volcanoes, and the lake and whatnot, but in the mountains. But it's pretty there. It is pretty, and it's cool. I couldn't find a place to live at the time when I was looking. I just couldn't find something that fit what I was looking for, so we didn't. Otherwise, I would have been living there too. But I stayed in San Juan, Batangas. Let's see. If you want to lose weight, Colonel, just share the food with Crizel and stop hogging it. Dude, it's the other way around, man. I gotta scramble for the food if I want it, so that she doesn't eat all of it. You know, that's the truth, right?
Hmm?
Huh? What? Hmm? What?
About foods?
Yeah, he's saying I need to let you eat some of it instead of me eating all of it.
Yeah,
It's the other way around, folks.
I eat a lot, guys.
How many women do you know that will admit that openly on a live stream? Yeah, I eat a lot.
Yeah, I eat a
She
lot.
does. You should see that big old plate full of rice. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, is that for both of us or is that for you? She said, that's mine. I'm like, oh my good, no wonder you're putting on weight, girl.
Because guys, food is life.
Food is life.
Yeah, I always say that.
I say rice is life, she says food is life. But yeah, I don't eat that much rice. But you know, up at James McCarran's, I ate some, but you know, I have my reasons for it. Let's see. Todd Evans said, you have to support your country. Absolutely. And I'm always going to be an American, you know, always. I got 14 people in here, 17 thumbs up.
Thank you
Appreciate
so much,
that, folks. Hammer that thumbs up if you forgot.
Guys.
You got a little heart out there. Can we do it? We have to do it like that? Am I doing that right? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, I was scrunching my side up too much. Okay. Yeah, Norm says, that was my point. Compare their shirts to what Wally wears. Yeah, well, you know, it is what it is. You know, I mean, I don't want to say because I know I'll get myself in trouble on here, but somebody came up with that design. I think it was probably a certain person, and I just don't want to discuss that anymore. But if you know me, you know where I'm going with that. Let's see, smash the like, guys, to help this broke American out to stop using Rich Crizel money. You're a card, Darren, man. That's so funny. Yes, please help this broke American. You know, I mean, I barely have clothes to wear. You know, I have to fight Crizel for a spoonful of rice just so I can get something to eat because I'm so poor. Ah, my goodness. I'm joking, folks. That's all a joke, okay? Let's see. But that's funny, Darren. Adventure Tom and Edna. We have split AC in our room. I hired a guy to install it. He wired it straight to the wire coming into the house before the meter. Free air conditioning. I can't comment on that. I can't comment on that, Tom. But I get it. But I'm not going to get myself in trouble and comment on that. Just be careful. Let's see. You were talking about the American shirt or the Aussie shirt. Oh, Darren, I'm talking about the American shirt, man. I just shake my head when I see it. I'm like, what? Who came up with that? You know? I get it. I just don't care for. I think it's done in bad taste. I think it's disrespectful. I think they're trying to represent the American flag with that shirt. But I was raised a little bit differently, and my mom would have had a fit if she saw that. You know, she's not living. But yeah, to me, it's a little bit. I don't like what they did with that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Especially because, you know, we're brought up, we don't drop our flag on the ground. We don't let our flag touch the ground. It's disrespectful. And their shirts kind of look like the American flag a little bit. I think that's what they're trying to do. And, you know, they're rolling all on the ground away. I just think it's disrespectful. But I get it. One side of me gets it. The other side of me is a little bit miffed. You know, but it's, you know what, in the big scheme of life, does it matter? No. It just gives us something to talk about or complain about here on YouTube. And you dog out the Aussies because the U.S. beat them. What was it, 2-0? Yeah, 2-0. But anyway, enough of that. Todd says, every Filipino little lady eats a lot for sides. Yeah, Todd, that, you know, I don't know if Todd, I've seen some that don't eat hardly anything, man. Let's see. Norm, man, Filipina can eat a whole cow and still go back for seconds. Yeah, especially if, Darren, if it's unlimited rice. Yeah, absolutely. If it's unlimited rice, they going back.
Yeah,
Matter of fact, if we go to Rib Shack or Inasal, Crizel here.
Yeah, Inasal, guys.
The guy with the bucket of rice, you know, he's just going to stand by our table.
Before, guys, Kuya Darren, before, when we go in Mang Inasal with my friends, it's only rice, and I eat like 5 or 6.
Yeah, I've heard stories, you know, and that was funny too. I'll tell you a little story that's funny. We were at the train station and walking away. I don't know if it's in the video or not. We met one of her former classmates, this guy, and then he saw me, and I just looked at him. I didn't give him a bad look or anything, but I just looked at him. He goes, former classmate, high school. I'm like,
No,
dude, man, it's all good, man.
I said that he said that he can bring me in his blog. With the he said that with the
Oh, did he?
yeah.
Yeah.
He speak in Ilonggo.
Oh, he wanted to be
He
in the
speak-
vlog. Okay.
Yeah, he speak in Ilonggo. That's why Colonel.
I thought he was worried
didn't
about me, folks. A
understand
little
that.
like,
Didn't
like.
understand that.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I think. I think he was worried. I thought he was worried that I was going to be like upset with him or something because he said, "Oh, like I don't like that."
Because that is the first time you saw him. Maybe you will say that he.
Yeah, but I
did
wasn't
something.
thinking.
You
Yeah, I
didn't
wasn't
think-
thinking
you
like
didn't think
that. Like I
Okay.
would get jealous or something. I wasn't thinking like that at all. That's up to her,
Or
you know.
maybe he do something bad. You didn't or you didn't think about that.
No,
That's what-
no, I didn't think about that. No, I wasn't thinking like that. Some guys, depending how they act, yeah, I might think about that. Like those 5 guys standing there. Cruzelle was wearing a dress. Every time she would walk over, they're staring at her backside, like. You know, I mean, it's like
Yeah,
obvious. A group of 5 men with their tongues hanging out.
It's like I'm gonna
Yeah.
put that in my video, but Colonel doesn't want that, so I cut it, guys.
Well, I mean, it was crazy. I mean, they were gawking. Like, I understand with rock and jazz, when they went to Boracay and jazz, you know, the one guy, European guy, was just gawking at her like nonstop. He's just leering at her basically, and where finally Rock had to put the camera right in his face and like, yeah, this is what a pervert looks like, you know. That's because these guys, they were being perverts. Everywhere she went, they were like staring at her. At her rear end, you know?
I cut them the other.
Now I get it.
The others is I'm filming and after that I saw that the 2 guys or 3 guys is staring at me,
Yeah.
but I saw them while I'm filming. That's why
Yeah.
others like this easily.
Yeah, they look away because they got busted, and I even look. I was pointing, you know, not playing the point over it, but I was pointing at them, showing Cruz. Like, yeah, those guys right over there are staring at. And they saw me, so they knew I knew what they were doing because I'm a man too. But I was just like, you know what? Come on, guys, man. It's just, I mean, I get it. It looks nice. I'm not going to take anything away from Cruzelle on that. It looks nice, and I get why they want to look at it. But you don't have to make it so obvious. I'm like, come on, man. But they were. I mean, it was rude, but it was funny at the same. I mean, it was comical,
Yeah,
but it's rude.
I'm just laughing
Yeah.
at them, guys.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let's catch up on the chat here again. Norm says the U.S. shirt is red and white stripes, Darren. Yeah. Agree with the shirt. Okay, just agree. Todd Evans. Tom and Edna, we didn't know anything about it. I just noticed that our electric bill stayed the same. I will correct that mistake by the installer. I'm not hey Norm, I'm not saying anything, man. I'm not talking one way or the other. That's just your air conditioner. I've seen nothing where full houses are wired like that. But yeah, I ain't judging you for that. I just to be careful, you know. But I like the way he thinks, but it's wrong, you know. Fortune is in the house. Fortune. I still haven't messaged you, Fortune, about my personal issue that I want to talk to you about. But I will eventually when I'm ready. Good PM, Colonel and Cruzelle. Thank you, Fortune. Cruzelle stepped away for a second, or a minute or so. Darren, the Bartman, that's typical of Americans. They are a Wally. Just look at the clink here. Again, it's all okay. It's all LOL. You know, I tell you what, Darren, I was telling Cruzelle, if I could get me a monocle, you know, with a little chain attack, I would make a video about that or go on live stream and I'd be like, hey, it's Colonel Clink here. You know, we have ways to make you talk. And just do a whole little skit like that for maybe a short video as Colonel Clink. And, you know, I'd like to have that guy. I'm sure he had, well, I don't know what his salary was back then. It probably wasn't really that much television back then. Look at that. We got 18 thumbs up. Appreciate that, folks.
Thank you for the 40 people,
Wow.
guys, and the 18 thumbs up. We really appreciate that.
Yeah, it's look at that. That's sweet. That's really nice. Very nice. Let's see. Which one?
No, I'm doing a heart.
Oh, you're doing heart and I missed
Heart
it again?
hands.
I missed it again? Can we do it backwards? Can we do it backwards?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's an enlarged heart. That's a broken heart. Okay, hey, Fortune from the Bartman, which is Darren. Fortune, if you didn't know that. Michael C. says, jumping between you and Ray in the Philippines, I must support you both guys. Hey, Darren, Michael, I appreciate it. And hey, I didn't even know Ray was on there. There's nothing wrong with checking out. He hasn't been on in a while, I don't think, so it would be good to support him too. I don't, shoot, when we get off, we might check to see if he's still on. I might go over there and say hello to him. Good evening, good PM, DB Michael C. from Fortune.
Yeah, good evening, Kuya Fortune.
Yeah, I told him you stepped away
Okay.
for a minute, but there's, let's see, where are we at? Thank you, Michael, for that anyway. I appreciate it. And it's okay, man. You watch what you want to watch. Anybody can watch whatever they want to watch. Just enjoy yourself while you're doing it.
Yeah.
And if you come over to my channel, hope you get a laugh, you know, and hope you go away with a smile on your face. Hey, Fortune from Michael C. Darren says, my ex-Filipina used to feed me like I hadn't eaten for 6 months and I had to come back to Australia to lose weight. Now, I tell you what, Darren, that's true, isn't it? That is true. Not so much with Crizel, because I think most of the time I'm feeding her. I don't think she's feeding me. I think I'm feeding her. Is that true?
No,
Who
because
feeds who in this? Wait. In this relationship, who feeds who most of the time?
You feed me most of the time, but sometimes,
At least
guys,
she's truthful.
I'm asking Colonel if I will cook for him. If maybe he's hungry. But
When?
no, you forgot that.
I'm trying to figure out when that's happened.
Sometimes I'm asking you.
One time, I think. No, she has cooked for me. Yeah, sometimes. But it's funny. Usually when she asks, it's like today. She pulls out a bag of squid. Well, she knows dang well I don't eat squid. But she says, you want me to cook this for you, sweetheart? And I'm looking at her like,
Because guys,
she knows the answer already.
Colonel didn't eat squid and
Yeah, I don't eat squid.
other fishes.
I don't eat breaded rubber bands, and but I'm watching her eating, and she's like, I'm like, yes.
But
Yeah.
I'm enjoying that, guys.
Yeah, she enjoyed it until it hit her bad too. We got to get her to a dentist, folks. Let's see, where am I? The Bartman Darren says, hey, don't be jealous, Colonel. That Crizel's butt is better looking than your. Well, hey, Darren. That's a given, man. There's no argument from me on that. There's no hurt feelings on me. I mean, I know she likes to take video of my backside a lot, and I've been telling her stop doing that. Nobody wants to see that because it's frightening, and it probably scars people for life to see videos of my backside, And nobody wants to see my butt. Yeah, I mean, I don't even think she wants to see it. But anyway, I'm not gonna argue with you, man. Everything on her looks 10 times better than everything on me. I mean, I do tell her just because I might have a couple things that are bigger than hers. Don't be jealous. But even that's not true. She's, it is what it is. But we have a good time with it, and Crizel has a good sense of humor, and she doesn't get all. Excuse me a second, drop my pocket. She doesn't get all self-conscious and things like that, and she does get a little weepy sometimes. But she doesn't get tompo. She starts crying. That's
Guys,
worse.
because sometimes I'm sensitive, or if for me I will feel hurt about what you said, I will cry about that.
Yeah.
I'm soft-hearted, guys. That's why I'm
Soft-hearted.
Yeah,
She said.
I'm a happy person and a joker, but when in terms of that, I cry easily.
Yeah, if I kill a bug, she starts crying. I'm just like, really? Really? No, she's not that bad, but close. Oh my! I just like that's an earthworm. Can I step on it? Or which I don't. I use them for fishing. But it's like, am I allowed to can I put the worm on the hook? Is that? I mean, it's going to die. Is that okay? I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. But you know, it doesn't bother to kill a fish and eat it. You know, that poor little fish. You know, that fish had a life too, and you just mukbang. You know, so why is that okay to do that? You know, but you know, you don't want us to like harvest the goats or. And she's hugging the chickens, but then she turned around and eating the chicken. I haven't figured it all out, folks, but I'm working on it.
No, because if I have attachment of that animals, I will cry. That's why.
I'm a teddy bear, so I'm a bear. I'm a big bear.
Yeah.
So I hope.
I buy you in a mall. I saw
She
you
bought
in
me
a
in
mall.
She won me at Tom's World or World of Wonder, whatever that was. We had fun doing that, by the way. But we didn't take video of that. We should have.
No.
Okay,
I
or
don't
did we?
remember.
Okay, Fortune says just watch your video on the Saras. Charge that to experience. Yeah, Fortune, that's all we can do. And
Yeah,
and you
for
know
your
what?
Fortune.
As much as I want to be angry at the girl, and I am ticked off because she's wrong, but it was my fault. I should have been there, and if I had been there to get my bag, it never would have happened. And we believe now, after watching the video, that she was casing us, that she was watching it, and she was watching us to see where we went. And when she saw that we left, she knew our bag. We didn't have her bag with us. She was professional. I believe this is not her first time to do that. I believe she's done it before, just based on my experience dealing with criminals. She's done this before, and she knew exactly what she was doing and how to get away with it. So I'm kind of more upset with myself in the video. I was angry at myself more than I am at anybody else because I should know better. But yeah, chalk it up to experience is all we can do. But thank you for that. Oh my goodness, look, it's John Vasquez.
Yeah. Hi.
Yeah,
Vasquez.
my resident alien emoji. Hey, good evening, Colonel and Fortune. Fortune says, Crizel, what's Colonel's favorite food that you cook?
Lumpia for your Fortune.
Lumpia.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Do you really like I remember what I go
too.
yeah,
She made some really good adobo. I'm not lying.
What do you call this again? I forgot the name of the lumpia.
Dynamite or Shanghai?
Shanghai
Mhm.
for your Fortune.
Yeah, I like the lumpia Shanghai. And we just recently had lumpia that wasn't too bad either.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, you know, when I met her, she said, I don't know how to cook. She knows how to cook. I told her, don't ever lie to me, but she lied to me about the cooking.
When James and Karen, what do you call this again? They interview me in the.
I can cook eggs.
Yeah, I can only cook eggs, but it's not true. I'm just kidding about that.
Yeah, she's telling me, I'm just kidding. So you told me you don't know how to cook. She said, I know how to cook. I'm like, well, you better get in there and start cooking then. Why? I told her, I said, why am I doing all the... I said, I was doing all the cooking because you told me you didn't know how to cook. She's like, oh, I know how to cook. She told me she knows how to cook eggs.
It's a prank.
Yeah, she called it a prank. I call it a lie. And I told her, man, if you lie to me, I'm gone. But for some reason, I'm still here with her. And I gave her a little bit of grace on that one about food. Don't lie to me about anything else. But anyway, goes both ways. In a relationship, nobody should be lying to the other person. All right. Oh, hold on. The chat's going on. I need to catch up. Michael C. in the Philippines says, I always enjoy your channel, bro. It's a real down-to-earth channel, and me and my fiance appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you all so
Thanks,
much,
Michael. Michael, appreciate that, man. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. And appreciate it for your fiance, too. Folks, kind words like that, folks, sometimes are hard to come by. But, it's not hard to say kind words to people. We should all probably do it more, and I should do it more to people. And I try to be gracious and try to give people compliments when they genuinely deserve it, because you don't want to give fake stuff. But Michael, see, I really appreciate that coming from you.
It makes us happy, Michael.
Yeah, thank you for that. That's encouragement, and we really do appreciate that. And Crizel needs to hear that too. So thank you so much, and we appreciate you and your fiance. Good evening, John V. Long time no see from Fortune. Todd Evans says, like I said, I had a couple. Let's see. I had a couple. Personal question. What's your thoughts on James? Totally understand if you ignore this question. Todd Evans. I'm not going to ignore that question, Todd. James is my friend. Okay? And I've spent a lot of time with James and Karen. And I'm not going to go on a live stream and talk bad about James. James is James. James is his own man. And he does his own thing. I do my own thing. Now, James and I do not always agree. And while we were there this lesson, he and I, we had a heated discussion. That's usually about spiritual things. And we had a heated discussion. I was like, James, you're wrong. You know, and then he said, no, you're wrong. And I'm like, no, you're wrong. You know, and we get into it. But you know what? We move past it because we actually have more in common with our spiritual beliefs than what most people would think, or what I told him what I said. We have more in common, James, than what you think we do, as far as what we believe. But you know, he's a staunch, devout, old school Catholic, and you know, I'm a born again Christian, as they say over here in the Philippines. But I would just say I'm a believer, and you know, but I don't do the sacraments. I don't do the mass the same way he does. I don't worship. You know, I don't believe in the Mary dogma or whatever they call it. I don't pray to saints. I don't do that kind of stuff, and that's fine. That's my prerogative, you know. And I read the Bible. And I always challenge James. Hey, you know, you're basing your thing on the Bible tradition and something else. I don't remember. But I'm just like, get away from the tradition and just get back to what the Bible says. But anyway, yeah. So James is James. You got to remember, folks, we are products of who? We're products of our parents. So if you see me and whatnot, even though my parents were my adoptive parents, I was still young enough that a lot of the way I am now and the things that I stand on or whatnot were from what was taught and ingrained in me by my mom and my dad. Mostly my mom, I would say. And as much as I always grew up, man, I don't ever want to be like these people. I don't ever want to be like my mom. I am more like my mom than I care to admit. And trust me, I don't want to admit it because she was a hard woman. And, you know, but James and I have a lot of discussions. And for those of you who don't know, James is actually a good guy. Just sometimes he's a little rough around the edges, and he comes across, you know, he's got a lot of influence from his father, even though he may not want to admit that. But he knows it. And it's funny when people criticize James, say stuff, they're not telling James anything he doesn't know already. He knows what he's like. He knows who he is, you know. And like I said, he and I don't always agree. But you know what? We're still good friends, and we're gonna remain friends. You know, I don't stab him in the back. I hope he doesn't stab me in the back, because you know, like I said, what goes around comes around. But he's helped me a lot, and I don't always agree with all his friends.
Nang Janeline, Karen, and James, they were good people also.
Yeah.
They help us a lot.
Yeah. So here you get it from Crizel, and thank you. I thank James, Karen, and Janeline because they took Crizel. They never met Crizel before they came to Iloilo. Then they met her, but before that they had never met her. But they took her in, and Karen and Jenny Lynn started talking to her, and they started talking to her in her language and communicating, and they have a good time. Now this time I had to get a kick because while James and I were live streaming or talking, I don't think we were live, we were just talking, and her and Jenny Lynn were back in the other part of the house. All you hear was they're giggling, and James and all I could think is Jenny. I like to imitate you. Thank you so much. And they're like, they're talking to me. So I had to say, what are you guys giggling about so much back there? But they had a good time together. So I don't know if that answers your question, Todd, or not, but I don't shy away from questions like that. And I don't need to ignore it. And my thoughts on James is he's good people. He's a little bit hot-headed, but so am I. You know, I try to throw a little bit of my worldly wisdom at James. You know, not that he needs it, or not that he wants it. I know he doesn't want it, but I'm going to speak my mind anyway. But honestly, I'm standing back watching a little bit and watching to see if and how he's going to change it all. Because when a child comes into your life, things tend to change. If they don't, then that's up to you. If you want to stay hard and stuff like that. But that little baby's going to change their lives so much, and I think in a positive way. And I'm so happy for them. And they've been trying for a while, and it finally happened. And the Lord blessed them, with Karen's pregnancy. And I'm praying and that all works out according to the will of God. And honestly, I'm a little biased. I'm hoping for a girl. Now I know James wants a little boy, but actually James would take either, I think. But I'm partial. I had 3 daughters. I had 1 son and then 3 daughters. So I don't know. I'm just partial. For me, girls are easier. Everybody said girls are harder, but for me, girls were easier. A whole lot easier for me. And until puberty, and then it became a pain in the neck. But what are you gonna do? I still prefer girls. For me, it was easier buying gifts for girls than it was for my son. Well, I don't know. I shouldn't say that. No, it's pretty easier. But anyway, yeah, I don't have any. I'm not gonna sit here and say anything bad about James. He and I don't always agree, and sometimes I think some of the stuff he does is like, come on, James. But he's his own man. Just like you're your own man, and I'm my own man. We do what we do, and then we reap the benefits or face the consequences later. Fortune says, Grizel has a great personality. What do you say to that?
You said that.
Fortune.
Yeah, thank you so much, Kuya Fortune. I really appreciate that.
Thank you so much. That's great. Thanks, Fortune. I appreciate that, man. Because she does. She's bubbly. And she's got a good sense of humor.
Yeah. Kuya Fortune, I'm a happy person, and then I'm also a joker one.
Yeah, she's a joker one. She's a joker one and a joker two. Cat in the Hat, thing one and thing two. She's both of them, or maybe all 3 of them rolled up in one. She's a troublemaker, but we have a good time. She's not I shouldn't say troublemaker. She is a joker. We have a good time with it. Let's see, because she's a lot like I am. She's not as old as I am, but she's a lot like I was when I was, younger. Hey, John V from the Bartman. Fortune says maybe she hangs out there in the terminal. That's funny. I jumped ahead. Sorry about that. John Vasquez. Hi, yes, Alien Image G, the Bartman. But maybe those guys were looking at your butt, Colonel. Because I think a month or so ago, I think you got propositioned in a live stream, as I think you might swing that way. Man, I tell you what. Yeah, I'm not even going to comment on that, but I'm not going to say some of that doesn't ever happen, because it does sometimes, and each to their own. I don't swing that way, but I let people joke around with me like it sometimes, and you might be surprised one day. It's okay, Bartman, okay. Fortune, Lumpia Shanghai, that's very good. Jen and Karen also like to make those. Yeah, they make good lumpia too, but so does Grizel. They could all get together. That's what we need to do, get all 3 of you together rolling that lumpia. Filipinos know how to cook and eat. Mostly eat. That's what Darren said. Nice. Darren said, hey, I got a question. What the heck happened, and did something bad happen besides the multi-cab? Anything else bad happen besides the multi-cab?
They mix it up?
Darren's asking. No, I don't know what you're talking about, Darren. I don't think so. Just, besides losing the luggage last night, actually, that was worse than the multi-cab. Now, the multi-cab will probably cost more, but actually, no, it won't. If I add up what I paid for the clothes in that suitcase, yeah, that's still more than what the multi-cab is going to cost me, probably. So I don't know. No, nothing else bad happened besides the multi-cab that I know of, Darren. Maybe you know something I don't know. Maybe refresh my memory.
The suitcase only that we lost.
Yeah, I mean we almost lost the camera. We almost lost my camera and my umbrella, but we got that back the same day. They tried to leave me behind there before
I thought we will lost Colonel already because that time, guys, we're walking, and then after that that man that is watching there in the parking parking area. We already crossed 4 of us, and then we left the your
laptop and let's just say that a lot of bad things almost happened.
Right.
But the only bad thing was the overheating of the multi-cab, and then it stopped running, and then getting the suitcase stolen on the way back. But I kind of want to move past all that, Darren, and we've tried to, we've talked about it a lot, Grizel and I, and we've decided we'll just move on, chalk it up to it's another experience, something else to talk about on here, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
And I'm not beyond. I am not perfect by any means. Even though I was whoever I was in the working world and for the federal government in the U.S. and quote unquote maybe I was somebody, maybe I wasn't. But I still make mistakes. We all make mistakes, and you know what? You learn from it. You move on. Hopefully, you don't learn from it. You move on. But honestly, as I'm getting older, I realize I'm just getting more forgetful, and that's why I told Brazil I really need her to help me remember things, and let's not make that mistake again. But I don't blame. She thought I was blaming for it. I don't blame her for it. I totally take the blame for all that, even though both of us should have been paying attention to it. But it's my responsibility as a man to take ownership of that stuff, and I hate to admit this, but she's not here, so I'm the older one. I know, may not believe that, folks, but I'm the older one of us too. Anyway, crack myself up. I still hear my daughter, "You're not even funny, Dad. You're the only one laughing." I'm like, but that's all that matters as long as I'm laughing. Okay, because I'm not laughing, I'm crying. Or angry. Todd Evans, appreciate your honesty. Well, Todd, I want to, I strive to be as honest as I can about everything. And I'm not going to talk bad about him. I might talk bad about some people, but I don't want to talk bad about my friends. But I am brutally honest sometimes. But the honesty that I might share about James or whatever, or even Chuck Bellis or whatever, it's not going to be anything that I haven't said to their face, or anything that I'm not willing to say to somebody's face. So if somebody says, you were talking bad about so-and-so, well, that's okay. Bring them over here and tell them what I said, and I'll tell them. And if they ask me, did you say that? I'm going, yeah, I said that, and this is why I said it. And anyone that knows me from back when I was in the Bureau, they know that that's how I was. I didn't mind talking bad about somebody because they knew I'd say it right to their face, and face the consequences of it. But generally, those times when I went down that road, I wasn't saying anything that was false, and maybe I shouldn't have said it if I was a kind individual. But back in those days, I just wasn't as kind-hearted as I am now. Most people look at me now as a softie, being soft-hearted and everything. But what I tell those who they get close to me, get near to me, and they think I'm a pushover, I'm like, don't poke the bear, and don't turn me back into that person I used to be, because I don't want to be that way anymore. Most people that knew me in the working, they knew I was a very hard individual, and at work I was very, very tough, very strict, and expected people to do what they were supposed to be doing. I didn't tolerate any nonsense, or I didn't tolerate not doing your job. So, but those days are over for me. I'm retired. I don't care about that stuff anymore. That's not true. I still care. I hate to. I tell her I don't care, but I still care. Let's see. Where are we at? I don't know if that answered your question or not, there, Darren. But anyway, and Todd, I hope thank you for that. Hi, good evening. The Bart from John Vasquez. Fortune says, "I like it, Colonel, that you let her be. Early on, I thought she was shy, but now she got confidence, and you two have good chemistry." Well, thank you, Fortune.
Yeah, thank you for your Fortune.
Yeah, I think I can put my. Wait,
Yeah,
let me.
that.
Yeah, we're okay.
Yeah, that's your Fortune. I'm not really shy. I'm just shy about my English speaking. That's why.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that is what it is. That's why lots of times in the videos you'll get her going like, because she's thinking.
That's why.
Karen will go, Ackland will go, "I know," and sometimes I hear they go, "I know." But she doesn't. She says "I know" once in a while, but not as much as some other women that I've heard. Yes, she does.
Like
But
that.
she won't do when she's imitating me, like she's imitating an American accent. The uhs all go away, and she does this.
Yeah,
It's kind of irritating.
So I will not do that anymore like that.
Yes.
Yeah, because
Keep going.
if you will if I'm gonna say in my own way and you will not question me, I can speak
Still getting a few uhs in there.
yeah.
Still getting a few uhs in there.
because you're in front of me, that's why I cannot focus.
She's nervous. I don't know why. I don't know why she get nervous. But she does this American like Like I told her today, I need to play the song for it. Anybody remember the song Valley Girl? I need to play that for her because she she said she starts sounding like a Valley Girl doing this American accent. So I know she's been watching these movies, and that's where she's getting it from. But it cracks me up. But after a while, it's just like I've said this the other day or in another. Please stop doing that. Just talk.
Yeah,
I'd rather have the but it's a challenge. I have to because I'm a talker and I talk over people and I know that. I know it's one of my faults. But when she starts doing the so I'm trying to put the words in her mouth because I'm doing everything I can to not because I got an idea of what she's trying to say, and it's a bad habit of mine. So I have to I have to really check myself sometimes. But she makes me laugh. It really makes me laugh. Let's see. Where are we at?
Here. It's here already.
Oh, there we go. Fortune's comment. Darren says, "Wow, stop it! Can't believe I've got the Colonel lost for words tonight. I'm shocked." Well, do you, Darren? Do you? Do you? You really have me? You really have me lost for words? Do you really? I love you, Darren. You crack me up, man. Let's see. And I don't mean I love you in the way you're gonna go with it, but I consider you a friend. All right. Oh, you lost your luggage. How did that happen? Wow. How did that happen? I think we already addressed that, Darren. Maybe you missed it, but it happened because, Crizel was supposed to get the luggage when we got off the bus, and she totally forgot about it because she had to use the CR so badly. And, I was relying on her to remember to get it, and she forgot. So that's how it happened. This other girl stole it. No, that's not all. I forgot because I had to use the CR, and then we both forgot. But I should have remembered. I put it under there. She didn't. I did, in the storage compartment under the bus. It is what it is. Moving on. It's all good. Watch the latest video, Darren. Yeah, you tell him, Norm. He's trying to be an instigator there. He knows dang well what happened. Norm, he's just trying to create. That's okay. He's trying to create a conversation on here. I'm okay with that. How long we been? Oh my God, we've been on here. 7.5 minutes shy of 2 hours.
Thank you guys for the 12 viewers. And
wow, we got 12 now.
We really appreciate that, guys.
Yeah. How they do this stuff? I can't ever do it right. But wow, 19 thumbs up, 12 viewers right now. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us.
Thank you for all your support, guys. We really appreciate that.
Hope you're getting hope we make you smile a little bit because we enjoy smiling. We enjoy laughing. I mean, we're not comedians. We just look like comedians. I don't know where I come up with this goofy stuff. But anyway, let's see. Okay, Bartman, Darren. Okay, Norm. As I was wondering what everyone was talking about. But I will, Norm. Oh, Darren, I thought you knew, man. I'm sorry about that. I thought you knew.
I thought, Darren, you watched that video.
Yeah, Bartman, this is what I love about Filipinos. It's just what Crizel was doing with the Colonel. Laying her head on the shoulder. Aw. And you don't really see Western girls do it. Well, thanks, Darren. And I don't think about it, or maybe we discussed that, and I paid her. I said, "Hey, you need to put your head on my." No, I don't tell her to do anything.
I love doing like this.
Yeah, Crizel's very affectionate, and I appreciate that. And most American men, some American men, they don't want that, but a lot of American women, they'll choose a Filipino just because of that, because they're more affectionate. And some people, most people that know me for a little while, they know I lived in Thailand for 9.5 years, and that's one of the differences between the Thai women and Filipino women. Filipino women are more physically affectionate and not a lot in public, but you'll see it in public somewhat where it's not frowned upon, whereas in Thailand it's frowned upon. And you don't see a lot of displays of affection or even affection outside of, without being graphic, outside of the bedroom. So you can take that for whatever it's worth.
Yeah.
Now that's not all Thai women, okay? But that's the majority because that's the culture over there.
Yeah, I heard you say like 5 times up.
Huh? Who?
You.
Yeah. But I didn't go, you know what it is? Like, I need to not, wait, hold on, wait. I just had an epiphany. I just realized something. it's not about her figuring out how to say the English words. She's getting ready for karaoke. That's what it
Yeah.
is. She's trying to get into tune. Yeah, see?
What you didn't know that there's a when there's a birthday party, you need to there's a competition. There's a, microphone. You need to say happy birthday for too long. And if you're the one that you say that happy birthday like that, and then
Oh, I've heard that. Yeah.
happy birthday, and you too long to say that, you're the winner, and then they
You're
will
the
give
wiener?
you
Are you the wiener or the winner?
winner.
Winner, okay.
Winner.
Okay,
They
with the
will
wiener.
they will give you a prize. That's why.
The wiener gets to eat the lever. Okay. I'm just teasing. That's some of the stuff we laugh about. And she laughs at when I try to read the whatever Tagalog, Visay, whatever I don't know what I'm reading. She laughs at me all the time. I try real hard, but it's not the same as
there's
if
a
she's doing it.
accent.
So let's see. Oh, well, we got to back up.
Here.
Oh, there it is. Okay, sweetheart, thank you. Fortune says, no worries about grammar. Just say what you need to say, Crizel. By conversing in English often, you will improve.
Okay, Kuya Fortune, thank you for that.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the same things that I tell her. And I'm just thankful that she's willing to do it. And she's willing to speak to me in English. And she's not requiring me to speak in Alongo, Karaya, whatever that other stuff that she's... So I'm just thankful that she, is willing to speak to me in English, to be honest. Because she's not required to. But so, it's my privilege that she does that. Todd Evans says, I love how Filipino talk. Yeah, I do too. I mean, it's all good. Darren says, Filipinos are the most loving women in the world, and seeing Crizel do you, it's all good. Oh, we're back live.
Yeah.
Oh, how much? I don't know how much we lost there.
Oh my goodness.
How much did we lose? I don't know. Now, let me back up, folks. Darren, we'll read that again. Todd says, I love how Filipinos talk. Filipinos are the most loving women in the world, and seeing Crizel doing it is so cute.
Yeah,
Thanks,
thank you,
Darren.
Thank you, Kuya Darren.
Fortune says, DB, they say, basta elonga, guapa, and sweet.
Yeah, Kuya Fortune. There's a song, I told you always that basta ilongga guapa. There's a song like that.
Yes. She's told me about that. As long as she thinks I'm poking, I'm good.
Yeah.
Fortune says, don't stop. Good conversation. Thanks, Fortune.
Yeah,
Appreciate that.
Thank you, Kuya Fortune.
We the banter that you see here between back and forth with Crizel, this is not staged, folks. This is how we really are in real life. We joke with each other, and I always use the American vernacular. I say, we crack each other up. She's like, what does that mean? She's like, I crack you up. What does that mean? It just makes me laugh. I think it's funny. Let's see, the Bartman. Yeah, I'm staying away now because I'm not like that, Mr. Clink. Sorry. Hey, Darren. You know what? Whatever. Cracked me up, man. All right. I said, nah, I didn't know about your luggage, Colonel, but I will go and watch it. Yeah, it was one of those things, Bartman. I'm just showing my age, for being forgetful.
Yeah.
Norm says, does Crizel sleep with her leg? What? I hope she sleeps with her legs. Do you take them off when you go?
Maybe Kuya Norm, I can take them off and I will get it back tomorrow.
I think he meant, does she sleep with her legs on you? I think Marissa does it so I can't escape at night. Well, Norm,
okay, like this.
Yeah.
It's like that.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Norm. Not to give up too much personal information. She would, but I've got some physical issues that, I can't let her do it because it hurts. And it hurts my arthritis in my knees
Yeah,
and stuff. I can't have, or like if somebody's laying on, I feel like I can't breathe with the sleep apnea and whatnot. So
I have this Kuya Norm, so I just like this with my with this kind of pillow, like this only, and then I will do it with my legs also. It has been locked. Maybe
Yeah.
if Colonel
Maybe, you know what,
doesn't
I should have
feel
worn, maybe I should have worn this
feel
hat tonight.
feel pain, maybe
The Panay Passe hat.
yeah.
Hold on, it's all jacked up. Oh, that's why it felt weird. Yeah, I got this right now. Panay Posse hat I should have put on. And but then if I wear this too much, then I get in trouble. So I have to, you know, I got to put on this hat. Yeah, this is the hat Chriselle bought me. This is one of the first things she bought me. It's for our first. Was that for our first monthsary?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so anyway, um, okay, that's the hats. But yeah, so I hate. I would love to sleep, you know, snuggled up and everything, but it just it hurts it physically hurts me, so I can't do it like I want to. It's just the way it is. The arthritis. I'll tell you, folks, arthritis just is it's painful.
Yeah.
And lots of times, I'll tell you this too. When I see people, even people much older than me, or even young, and I see them now hobbling along with a cane or a walker, I just look at them and I say, you know what? I understand now, and I understand your pain because, you know, a few years ago I was using a walker, and yeah, I totally get it. I don't look down on anybody now that has, you know, if you know, you see these people, they're leaning over, stumped over, they're walking small baby steps across the road, and you're like, I wish they'd hurry. You know what? I don't do that anymore because I've been there, done that. I get it now, and I know the pain that they're going through, and I know why they're walking so slow and why they're hunched over and whatnot. I totally get it. And sometimes, you know, that's what happens. We have to have old age set in before we realize to have a little bit of compassion on some other people. And that's kind of where I'm at in life. I'm hoping to get some compassion too sometimes. And honestly, over in the Philippines, if I'm having a bad day and I'm struggling, it's amazing. The Filipino people will reach out to help you. And especially if I tell you, getting on and off those boats. I hate to admit it, but sometimes you gotta take a hand once in a while. 'Cause I don't want to fall off that gangplank, you know, or whatever they call it. Let's see. Sorry, I'm getting off on a tangent. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Norm, her legs on. Yeah, I know what you meant, Norm. I don't know where that little giggle come from. I don't know where that came from. Sound like my brother. Norm, that's called Tandai
Yeah, Tanday.
and Hiligaynon. Did I say that right?
Yeah,
Hiligaynon?
Tanday.
Hiligaynon? Hiligaynon or Hiligaynon?
Hiligaynon.
Yeah, that's what I said.
No, your mom said
Hiligaynon.
Hiligaynon. You said Hiligaynon. I said that Hiligaynon. It's called the
Oh, Hiligaynon.
No,
Hiligaynon.
that's too much.
How about Hiligaynon? How about that?
It's not good.
Fortune's gonna correct me in a minute. She's trying to teach me Fortune, but I don't know, I might be unteachable. Okay. Norm says, Marissa has, hold on, Norm, let me read this first before I read it out loud. Okay. How did you check, brother? I didn't know where you were going with that. Norm, Marissa has to have her legs on my legs, although now Noah joins in. Oh my goodness, see, that would drive me, my knees would start hurting so bad, I'd be like, no, stop, just don't touch me. Norm says, I'm 59. Wow, Norm, you're old, man. I didn't know you were that old. You're older than dirt, man. Oh, wait, I'm still older than you. I'm 59 and sometimes feel old, but I can still climb a tree if I need, so I'm thankful. You know what? Even with all my little ailments and all my joint problems, I can still climb a tree if I had to. I still climb up and down a ladder. Now, my knees pay for it later, but it's crazy. I still try to do stuff. But what I found out is I just don't have the energy. And I was carrying, James was cracking the whip again, and I had to carry some hollow block for him, and I can't do it like I used to. I miss those AAC blocks that don't weigh hardly anything. But, yeah, I'm just not as young as I used to be. Definitely not as young as I used to be. Oh, I started over again, so I don't know. Oh, we must be well over 2 hours, folks. So we should probably get off here. Look at that, 10 people still in here watching.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Thank you so much for the 10 viewers, and 19 thumbs up, guys. We really
Yeah.
appreciate you all.
Yeah, like and if you haven't, I think everybody's on here
Yeah.
subscribe. But if you're just watching in the background or you're being shy, don't be shy. You can say hello. Subscribe to the Colonels Chronicles and Crizel Doug's vlog, and you can do that if you want. And if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up. I think we're gonna go ahead and oh, wait, hold on, we got a comment here. I'm getting ready for what did I do? Getting ready for the backache after carrying Noah on my shoulders. Oh my goodness, Norm. Yeah, my knees would be hurt. I notice when I carry heavy things, I have the muscles to carry heavy things, but the downward pressure on my knee, especially my left knee, it's excruciating. It causes problems, and that's when the arthritis comes out. Great job, guys. Todd Evans, great job, guys. Been watching you with James and Karen. Okay, that's great. I appreciate it.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to go down through all the names, but I thank everybody for being in here. Even Darren, even though he's a cantankerous Aussie that just sometimes, I think he doesn't realize what he's saying sometimes because I think a little bit, maybe, I don't know. I'm 60 and I climb a tree in my sleep because my knees are, my knees are wrecked, and yeah, it's a pain when you get older. I tell you, I told people this before. Getting old is not for the weak at heart. Aging is not for the weak. And I think we should just end it right there with that. Yeah. And Todd, thanks for coming in and commenting, and everybody else. Norm, congrats again, guys. Night all.
Yeah,
Darren was in here. Okay.
Norm.
Fortune. I wasn't gonna
Yeah.
name everybody. Hear him naming everybody. Fortune. And who are we missing there? Got a lot of comments from you, Todd. Appreciate that.
Yeah,
Appreciate the
Todd,
questions too. And as long as the questions aren't disrespectful, I don't mind. I don't mind the different
Yeah,
questions and whatnot. John Vest. Yeah, there's John. And who else? Who are we missing?
Yeah.
I didn't see James and Karen in here. Tom and Edna. That's great to see you guys again. That's
Michael
great.
in the
And
Philippines.
congratulations again on the young one coming in
Michael
September.
in the Philippines.
Yep, Michael. Michael over there in Masbate too was in
Yeah,
here. Michael
yeah.
C.
Yeah.
Was here. I'm just scrolling down, folks, trying to catch everybody. As I don't,
Yeah, Dallas.
Bellis was in here. Yep, Expat Life Philippines, and yep. Who do we missing, sweetheart?
There.
Oh, Daniel was in here. Sergeant USA.
Who is this?
McKnight Thomas. Yeah, that's a new person I didn't see. Colonel.
Okay.
Yep. I never saw that name before. But any new person is welcome to comment in here. I think it's great.
You are all welcome to.
And hey, and thank you for the super chats, folks. That was nice. Unexpected, but nice. And I think that's what makes it even nicer is because it's unexpected, So that's cool. And I think that's just about everybody. Mark Warning gave us a compliment there. I think that was if we missed you, I sincerely apologize.
Yeah.
William Roseboom, the Dutch boy was in here. And Gino and Dazzle were in here, of course. Got to remember that. And I hope I didn't miss anybody. If I did, I apologize.
Mama.
Mama, what?
My mother.
Oh, your mom, yeah, Nanny
Who is
Chris.
this?
Her mom was in here.
Brian.
Thanks, Mom, if you're still watching.
Brian.
I didn't see Alpha or Shira.
Brian.
Where's Brian? Oh, Brian from Melbourne, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. And that's going way back.
Michael.
Astrid was in here. Yeah.
Yeah, Michael C. already.
Yeah, Michael C. Okay, folks, we're going to... Oh, somebody else popped in. Hit that thumbs up if you don't mind. See if we can get it to 20. We got it to 19 likes. I'd like to have 20 likes. That would be really cool. Of course, I'd like to have 100 people watching and, 100 likes too, but it's not happening. It'll happen someday, and it's all good. But listen, I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with us tonight.
Yeah.
Hope you laughed with us a little bit. Maybe you laughed at us, and that's okay. I mean, maybe they laughed at me. Maybe they probably didn't laugh at Brazil. Probably laughed at me, and that's okay. And that's all right. But anyway, we're going to sign off. Listen, God bless you. I like to say now, tell the people that you love them because you don't know when you might get another chance to do so. And I'm going to add one last thing. If you put a suitcase under a Cirrus bus, make sure you get off the bus and go over and get that right away or as quick as possible. Don't leave it behind like we did because somebody else will dang sure take it from you. But anyway, folks, right? But anyway, we enjoyed our time with you guys, and take care. Colonel's out.
Yeah. Crystal's out.
I love it when she does that.
Bye bye.
Bye bye, guys.